Alright, almost there. Just gotta climb this one. Oh my god, no! 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 What the f? What the? Yup, that's me. I tortured myself with over 100 games just for the sake of this item.
What did it cost?
My sanity. But it's fine. At least I survived the Twilight daycare ordeal. Thankfully, not all of them are bad per se, but like, yeah, I gotta suffer a bit during my time try to get all the badge on the hunt. But still, Roblox need to improve the hunt event if they're gonna make another one. Well, considering it is the first edition, there's probably gonna be a second one, of course. Most games use the opportunity of participating in the hunt by making you know the game mechanics, hoping that you will be interested in playing the game after the hunt if you never played it before. For example, doors, bike hell, carry a friend, etc. Some games makes it frustrating to do like steep steps, but some games just go with something unique that isn't their game identity. Like Bayside High School, which is supposed to be a role-playing game, but they make you do a rhythm game to earn the badge. When I do get burned out from playing them, I take a break once a while. Of course, I'm not gonna do all of the game in one sitting, but I am going to do it as fast as possible. While I was doing this game, I also record myself doing the task and also recording my microphone as well, just to check if I become mentally unstable just from my voice or not. But I have a confession to make. When I do horror games that participate in the hunt, I minimize my Roblox window and turn volume all the way down. Because you see, I'm a scaredy cat. I barely play any horror game, so at that point it's hard for me to not be scared. After all, it's just a pixels on a computer screen, so the footage I have for every horror game is a low resolution video as a drawback of minimizing my window. Okay, enough of me making myself look like a baby. The game choices in the hunt are very wacky. I happen to grind in Egg Hunt 2022 as well, and the choice they have for the game is not as bad as the hunt. They basically let anyone participate in the hunt at this point. I do get that they want to give smaller developer a chance, but there's need to be a regulation so we can have the best experience possible. Metaverse also has the same issue with game selection, but not as bad as the hunt, except for the fact that they allow a paid access game to participate in the Metaverse. I'm talking about you. At least for Metaverse, it's more slow paced where new games are added weekly to the event roster, so I don't feel like I need to rush everything up. And I did also finish the Metaverse event 100% without even losing any sanity. Roblox really wants to avoid the egg hunt theme and trying to feel more unique, but obviously people are used to the egg hunt theme. It's basically the norms at this point, which is why some games wanted to celebrate it by making UGC with eggs, just like what Combat Warriors, The Strongest Battleground, and Tower Defense Simulator, etc. does. Though the item do look good in the hunt, you're not going to have fun getting them when there's game that makes you grind a boring gameplay like Pull a Sword or Treasure Hunt Simulator. Some game would be easier if you played the game before or you have a friend that can carry you. For example, Treasure Hunt Simulator. I have a friend with OP item relative to me being a new player because they played the game before, and it gave me a lot of head start allowing me to clear the badge easily. The game I played in the intro was Steep Steps, and it is frustrating as hell. One wrong move and it could be over for the most part. The game basically makes you place a ladder to make a bridge or climb a ledge, and you can't even jump in the game. So the game makes the mission for the hunt badge very frustrating to do, especially for people who are new to the game. After suffering enough on this game, I finally did it. And after I finished getting the rest of the badge, I went on to retry it again, but this time I want to see how fast can I go. my god.
He's cooking. He's cooking.
They did it. As you can see, the game is only frustrating for first-time player, but an experienced player would consider this a challenge, a baby compared to the other challenge this game also offers. So really, you have a lot of head start if you played those games before. The thing is, when I did steep steps, I didn't even take a break. I just sit there for less than 2 hours trying to complete the mission to get the badge. I do have some friend helping me with the game who played it before, so I don't really want to give up when there's someone helping me with this. There are also games where using private server is a better option, but most of them requires you to either pay for a private server or have a friend that lets you borrow their private server. One example would be natural disaster survival. I have no luck with trying to get a private server. I instead opt for the lowest player count public server I could find and race to the clock before anyone else. In natural disaster survival, these clocks are not client-sided. You need to get them before anyone else, and you need to do this for 3 rounds as well. So if you're on a crowded server, that's gonna take a while. As soon as you step into the game with overly competitive player, that's where you're gonna suffer a lot. For example, like combat warriors and the strongest battleground. You have this player who likes to take a chance to kill anyone who happens to be a new player trying to get the hunt badge, when they're just here to get the badge and nothing else. But there's really nothing stopping them, and they do get rewards for doing that, so why would they not use that as an opportunity? But that's not stopping me, of course. Even after getting killed like 1,000 times, in the end, I still get the badge. But why not use a private server for this game? Well, that's because they don't allow you to even earn the badge in private server, so you can't cheese the event by not having other players become an obstacle to your progress. Though, only some games have this restriction, so it shouldn't be that bad, right? Now you do only need 95 badges to get all the items, but I decided to do the other 5 games just for fun of it, even though there's no real incentive, at least for now. Most people would probably quit because they're either too lazy or too occupied, but for me, I'm just bored as hell, so I do the event, and since it does give out cool items, why not? The journey took me 3 days going from game to game, with some game requiring me to have my friends to help me, and after I did every game, I can finally stretch my body and end my suffering. One game that makes me very anxious is Twilight Daycare, because it's just very weird. You're tasked with taking care of an infant, and don't we all hate doing that? That's why I bought this shirt, lol. Anyways, that seems to be all about this video, my experience in sacrificing all my sanity for the sake of these virtual Lego items. I'll be more prepared for the second edition if it's gonna exist. Now I can just relax and play other games.